People everywhere are looking for the cheapest hard shell rooftop tents, but the problem is they're always $2,000 to $3,000, and no one wants to pay that much for a tent that just sits on top of your car. So then I realized I need to start looking around to find the cheapest tent I can get, and that's when I found this tent right here. You're probably wondering or thinking, is that just one of those cheap Chinese tents off Amazon? And in a way, it is, but at the same time, it's not. A lot of those tents you see on Amazon are just imported from China and then marked up at a higher price. But almost all of them are made out of the same material and even shipped from the same manufacturer. And I started to realize this after I looked around on websites like Alibaba and madeinchina.com. If you want to see the whole process of ordering a rooftop tent from China, I can make another video on how I did that and who I ordered from later. Now, as for the quality, starting from the bottom up, we have the ladder. The ladder is just your generic telescoping ladder that you would find on almost any rooftop tent. It folds up easily and it retracts just as it should. The bag for the ladder is decent. They most likely buy the collapsible ladder from another manufacturer. The shell of the tent is made out of aluminum and has plastic edges. I expected it to arrive with some damage, but it didn't have any at all. The build quality looks really good, and all the glue for waterproof also looks really good. The fabric that surrounds the tent didn't come with any holes, and it's waterproof. It was pretty windy on the day I filmed this, and the fabric didn't move around much because it's so tight, which in my opinion makes it pretty good. I've only found 2 little dimples like this in the fabric. The mattress on the inside of the tent is okay. I think what a lot of people do is just add some more foam to it. Even the name brand rooftop tents have thin mattresses. And as you can see on the bottom, there's no condensation mat, just aluminum, which is pretty normal for a tent at this price. There's tons of storage everywhere in this tent, like on the roof and on the left and the right. This makes it easy to store things like clothes, phones, or lights. The zippers all function very well and there's no binding when trying to zip them up. The tent also has screen windows, which can be zipped up from the inside or the outside. The rear fabric and screen door can be rolled up and stored away with these little hooks. However, the side doors don't have any and just sit on the bottom of the tent and can be rolled away if you want. The poles that support the awning on the outside are really good too, and they haven't broke yet. Although I've only had this thing for a couple days. The tent came with all the mounting hardware, and nothing was missing. It mounts using these little brackets and 2 bolts. If you want to get your tent lower to the roof like I did, you're going to have to get shorter bolts. But don't go too short because you probably won't be able to mount it. It also comes with these crossbars, which have a little rubber strip in the middle to keep down vibration. I'm sure you're wondering how much the tent cost. Well, it was $650 from a website called madeinchina.com, plus the $400 shipping fee, which ended up being about $1,090. That's kinda it for the tent. It's pretty much just like every other tent. Like I said earlier, if you want to hear more about it, I can make another video explaining how I bought it and the whole process. Eventually, I'll make a long-term review video of it to show how it performs outside in the rain, wind, and all the elements. As for now, that's it. Thanks for watching, and subscribe if you want to hear more about the tent. If you have any questions, just comment below and I'll try to answer them.